Once upon a time, we used to be normal. 9-to-5 jobs, relax a bit after work, time to spare. We left that mundane world behind for an exciting life of chateau renovations and chasing 2 donkeys around a field. More on that later. What's up, Fluffy? So Lincoln is getting ready to install the sconces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just in time because it's what? It's about 9 p.m. Yeah, it's about 9 p.m. Usually it's still pretty light out, but we look like we have some rain clouds up there.
Yeah, it's been really dark.
It's been a weird day. So the light is terrible in here because we need some lights.
They're not hooked up yet.
They're not hooked up, but yeah, that looks good.
They're sort of wonky a little bit.
They're a little off kilter, but it sort of gives them charm. The second sconce proved to be temperamental. Lincoln was attempting to coax it in place using an assortment of swear words. You're going to save doing the electricity for the morning?
Well, I need to figure out which circuit breaker this is on.
Oh, and yeah.
That's complicated because they're not marked
Right.
very well.
Okay, so we'll have to wait for a morning reveal.
But they're up.
I've given myself a deadline to finish this salon. My original goal has come and gone, but I'm confident I can finish it soon. I'm really trying to psych myself up for wallpaper installation, something I've never done before. Please tell me it's not difficult. Now that I'm finally done with this section of the ceiling, we have to move the scaffolding into the middle of the room. But in order to do that, I need Lincoln's help. So I have to go find him. This brings us to today's sponsor of our video. Darrell is a premium quality ergonomic memory foam pillow that perfectly supports and aligns your head, neck, shoulders, and back. Look at Lincoln, he's getting such a peaceful sleep. Wait, is he breathing? This pillow is so comfortable to sleep on, Lincoln takes it everywhere. Darrell is designed to provide personalized support for your head, neck, and shoulders. A healthy sleep position increases your sleep quality. This pillow is perfect if you're a light sleeper. Darrell is also wonderful for all sleeping positions. Say goodbye to pain and stress. You'll now sleep comfortably and wake up refreshed. Lincoln likes this pillow so much I have a hard time waking him up. Darrell is offering a 70% discount to all of our viewers on their exclusive memory foam pillow. You can test the Darrell pillow risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This deal won't last long, so make sure to check it out by clicking on the special link in the video description below. Now that we can see during the daylight, it looks good. You were having a rough time last night. You were doing a little swearing and while you were installing the second one. I think it was too late for you.
The problem was we needed light.
Yeah, we couldn't see. But anyway, we will be installing a chandelier in this room. But for now, we have these 2 lights, and then we're just going to have to deal with lamps.
The lights are up. I confirmed that they worked before I mounted them. And this is my handy extension cord that the end of it went bad, so I cut it off and I can use it now for testing things.
Oh, that's smart.
So plug it in.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah. So,
oh, that's clever. Okay.
So I'm going to connect the lights to this and plug it in to make sure they still work. before disconnecting the power. Got it?
Not really, but you can show me. I'm still a little sleepy, so I haven't had my full cup of coffee yet.
From here to there isn't connected to any electricity.
Okay.
So there's no possibility of getting zapped by anything.
Oh, good. Okay.
So if I connect this to that, plug this into an outlet,
Oh, I see.
the lights will go on. Should go on.
And then you can wire them.
Then I have to turn the power off and confirm that the outlet is dead. And then it's easy.
But last night, part of your problem was the fact that it was dark and you couldn't go down to the basement and figure out the...
It's hard because you can't like yell from down there and you can't say, yeah, it's off.
Yeah, it was like 11 p.m. and I think we had just had it for the day.
Yeah, we're allowed.
So you're just stripping the...
Yeah, you just have to be careful not to, if you push too hard, you end up stripping the wires under there too. You don't want to do that. So that's why if you do this, it just sort of breaks off itself. And
how different is French electricity versus American electricity? Is there any difference?
Well, it's 230 instead of 230 volt instead of 115.
I meant
the
wire, how they
use different. They use different colors for the wires.
Yeah.
The ground is the same. It's the green, yellow.
Okay.
But they use brownish for the line or the live, and blue for the neutral.
And green is always the ground.
Green, yellow, yeah.
So that's universal.
I think so. And the thing that's weird here is when you go to get electrical tape, they have electrical tape in all the colors. Like you have to have like 6 rolls of electrical tape to, I don't know.
Because in the US it's just black.
Yeah, it's just.
So what are you doing here?
I'm just clipping these together. These are very good wire clips.
What are they called?
I don't know.
Clips?
Yeah, or I don't know. Wire nuts. People call them different things, but. But the advantage of these is they can work with solid wire and stranded wire. A lot of them are just for solid wire, so that's a good thing. Okay.
Okay, so you're about to plug it in and test it?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. One doesn't work. Okay. I'll have to check the wiring again.
What do you think it could be?
Just a loose connection, something.
I have confidence you can fix this.
Yes, I can. Okay.
So you're going to have to take this down?
Yeah, I'm just going to check the connections and then I'll plug it in again before hanging it up just to see.
So you've had a bit of a hiccup, and I can see what the problem is. So you remove the sconce.
Right, and the wire connectors were sitting in the hole because there's no room behind the fixture. There's no kind of, void in the back of it. So these were, in there, which is fine, but I couldn't get them out. They were kind of stuck. So I was able to, use a screwdriver to open the lever, well, like that. So the ones attached to the sconce would come out so I could take the sconce off. And I was trying to keep the wire coming from there to here from falling, but I was unsuccessful.
So basically the wires are now...
It's behind the wall. I have to see if I can fish it out.
So how would you fish that out?
Well, I've got one tool.
Because your fingers aren't long enough.
No, I've got one tool that could work if it's not too far down. See?
Oh, that looks like something they use on those medical shows when they remove a polyp from your intestines.
And I may have to then take the other one off. If I can't grab it, I may have to take the other one off.
Oh my goodness.
And work from that end of the wire.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right, so this could take a while. So
it could, yeah.
I'll be back in a couple days.
Yes.
So I take it you were successful since you're holding the wire.
Yes, I removed the wire that was going from that light to that light. Mm-hmm. Pulled it out that way, so it's no longer behind the wall, but now I have to snake it through the wall again. So just back to square one almost. But it shouldn't take long.
Wow, you got them on. This looks great. You did a good job.
Yeah.
But it must have been a really complicated electrical issue because you had to rewire them, right?
Yeah. There was a loose connection. Turns out I'm the loose connection. I didn't have the bulbs screwed in tight enough. So.
Wow,
right?
so lesson learned. Yeah. We usually always check the bulbs, but you just assumed there was a bigger issue.
Yeah.
So now you've rewired them twice. I mean, you didn't rewire the sconces, but you did the wiring behind.
I had to do the wire in the wall because I dropped it in the wall after I was trying to fix it.
Yeah. So.
Oh well, it's done.
Oh well, it's done. It looks great. Good job.
I still need to adjust these.
So. Yeah. Excellent. On to the next.
Yes.
Today is a day that stresses me out a great deal, and it happens roughly once every 3 months.
It's when the farrier comes.
Yeah. So the farrier's going to come and trim the donkey hooves. Number one, I'm stressed out because I have to get the things over their head.
Yeah.
And I can never, for the life of me, remember this word. Do you ever have words you can't remember?
Lots of them. Just call it the thing.
Yeah, so it's the thing.
The donkey thing.
We have several things that are called the thing, right?
The thing for the thing.
Yeah. Lincoln, get me the thing. Hey, Amanda, where's the thing? I don't know where that thing went. So this thing goes over their heads, and I know the name, but
yeah,
I just can't remember it for some reason. So it's kind of chasing them around the field.
Yeah.
Getting them.
You sort of have to fool them into staying close to you.
Yeah. So anyway, we have to do that. Plus, sometimes they're not on their best donkey behavior.
Well, most of the time they haven't been on their best donkey behavior.
Right. And I don't want to scare this farrier off because he's really great and he's nice.
And we had a couple others that ghosted us, right?
Yeah, we had 2 that ghosted us, and I think it was Dominic. I think Dominic made their lives...
It just was difficult. It took too long. It was,
Yeah, because apparently it should take about 15 minutes per donkey. So we'll see what happens. Oh, so we have been sort of preparing them for this by brushing their hooves. And
picking up their hooves too, trying to,
yeah, without getting stepped on. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Let's see how that's going to go.
Yeah.
Before the farrier arrived, we finished removing the ragwort from the field. We didn't want him to think we were bad donkey owners. And by the way, ragwort is also harmful to cats and dogs. problem is we don't do it often enough. So look, they're running. This is the only time when I see them running. This is all our fault, by the way. This is just. All right, I was successful. So they happened to be in their donkey house, and I cornered them with strawberries, which is their favorite treat of all time. So I was able to get their headgear on. To keep their stress levels low, we bring the donkeys to an area where they can have their pedicures and keep an eye on one another. Look at these donkeys. They did a good job. But the farrier said you guys are still too fat. He said they don't need hay in the summertime since they have enough grass and it has enough nutrition. So they do need to lose some weight, but they were so much better this time. I think it's because we were brushing their hooves and maybe they know him. I don't know.
I think they're getting used to it, sort of.
Yeah. And I also asked him if they need the fly masks, and he said it's really not necessary. He said we could, but they're not tremendously bothered by it. But we do have the spray and the deodorant. It's not actually deodorant, it's the roll-on. The anti, what is it, La Mouche?
Anti-fly.
Fly.
It's just for flies, I think.
Yeah, it's just flies. So. Okay. They seem to like taking a walk, so maybe we should start walking them from now on. Some of you asked if the dog I rescued last week found its owner. Yes, thankfully he did. I was a little bummed out since he was really sweet. Maybe it's time for a third dog.